kept secrets travel.
So, breakdown of cost, Morgan. We're going to go through the average beer, the hostel, and the cost of internal travel.
Ooh.
What is the average cost of a beer?
The average cost of a beer is around 20,000 dong.
So that's about 70p, 65, 70p. That is cheap for a beer.
And I went down to 10,000 dong in Dalat when I
For a
went
beer?
there. For a beer. For a pint bottle.
Pint bottle for 33p. No wonder it's popular with a lot of travel.
Yeah. It was seriously cheap, and it was good beer as well.
And how much did you pay for the average price of a hostel?
Roughly, the average price of a hostel is about £2.50, which is
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, when you're going around Europe,
And were they nice hostels? Or bearable?
reasonable hostels.
Yeah.
They're reasonable. You got decent Wi-Fi, aircon. You get everything.
Because that's roughly 75,000, 78,000 dong then.
You get everything you expect in a hostel.
Yeah. I think I know a couple as well who, when they travel around Cambodia and Vietnam, they found it was even cheap. It was cheaper for them to get a private room together than for them to have 2 beds in a dorm room.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
So they just travel around. Which, if you think £2.50 is a hostel, forget everything else.
Do you want to share a bed?
That's a cheap months of hostel staying.
Yes.
That's dirt cheap.
This is why when I've said before that on average you can get around Vietnam for around £15. That's including activities. Like, if you were there long term and weren't doing activities every day, you could literally be there for £3 or £4, £2.50 on your dorm. You can get a beer and a bang me.
If this video gets 1 million views within the next year...
1 million's just your number, isn't it?
Well, I think 1 million views on it, on one of our videos would be awesome. 1 million views on this video in the next year.
I'd prefer more.
Morgan has to live in Vietnam for 12 months for less than £1,000.
After I've qualified.
After he's qualified. So in terms of actually internal travel around Vietnam, buses are the cheapest way, and sadly we can't give you a deadly accurate price because it really just varies on the length of your bus. We could give you a random number, but it's not going to be that beneficial because it just depends where you're trying to go from A to B.
60,000 dong.
That's what Morgan's going to assume. That's fine then. Just quote Morgan when you turn up and it's cheaper or more expensive.
It'll be more
fine.
expensive than that for sure. It's cheap, but it's not. Well, it depends how far you're going.
60,000 dong is almost a night in a hostel, Morgan.
Yeah, but there are long distances in Vietnam because it's long and thin.